Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. I'm Matt. Welcome back. I did a vote on my channel yesterday evening of a few campaign games that I have been playing, and everyone voted. Well, most people voted for 7th Citadel, which I haven't played since October, which is crazy. I really enjoyed this game. But I feel like I've kind of forgotten about it. So it was quite nice that it won the poll. So I'm going to continue. Also, I would say I now have a membership. There's just one, and it's very cheap, but it helps me keep going as a creator on YouTube. So click the join button, which is below, if you would like to help me out. You will eventually get videos on there just for members. Eventually they will be coming, and also you'll get a little thing on your name, and you will get extra benefits, and I'll do shout outs and stuff as well. I do have one member, Gabrielle Mallet. So Gabrielle, thank you for being a member. I'm just changing the title of this because I realized I'd forgotten to do it, which I keep doing. So I'll just do that. And yeah, let's get into it. So we're playing the 7th Citadel. There is also a playlist for this because I have done 3 videos playing this, I think, as well. So go and check those out as well if you go and look at my playlists. And let's look down here. So I haven't got anything out. This is what I'm going to try and do from now on, is make it more interactive. So I won't necessarily always set everything up. And I might do some of these on my membership as well. So let's get this open. So who knows? So this is the one we're doing, Dadachaems Awakening. So these two, yeah, that was the A New Beginning was the introductory scenario. So these two can go away, and then we have these things, which I have done one of these. Dialogue book. Oh, I think this must be the one. Yeah, so we've got playhouses. That's what I called it. Players map. So this is like our community in our village and what we can do. So I have like 8 production and 6 defense and 3 knowledge and 3 influence. And I also have some things on here that I've got, which kind of, some of them go into my deck and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I think I do have to do that sort of upgrading at the start of the round. So we will see. And then there's a map, and then there's all the cards. So there is a bookmark in where we're up to, and we are starting today with the Gladius and the Pumpkin. So let's read introduction. Return all of their cards. Now, first of all, I probably need to do this. So when you resume your game, flip this. Return all the cards in the past. Right. Banished cards. Cards in the past. Okay, so I have to return all these cards. So one, two, 1, 2, 1, 4, 13. 2 and 4. So 197, 96, 261, 108. I'll just put these in order so that I can put them back slightly easier. 177, 84. There's another 227. Oh, 227, 185. I'll do these ones first. So I'm going to take these out. Just so it's easier to put things back in. And all these. Hello, Michael. Good afternoon to you here in the UK. How are you doing, Michael? How have you been? How was your Christmas and New Year? So we've got 213 cards. I'm just setting this game up, so there's an 84, a 96, 108. Oh, I'll just zoom out again. 108. 177. I do like these games, like, because I haven't played this for a while. I have no idea what these cards were, what the changes have been in the game because of what I've done. You know, it's quite cool. And the work that goes into these games. I have to say, I think having played Vantage, I think I do prefer this type of adventure game. Vantage is cool, but if somehow your gaming experience from game to game seems to be smaller, because this has an overarching kind of adventure to it. Like, you're going through this book, so you're advancing. I think I do prefer that. Not that I don't like Vantage, and I think actually the interesting thing with Vantage, which I've heard quite a lot of people say, is that they really admire it, and I feel the same as well. Like, I think it's really, you know, Jamie Stegmaier spent so long working it out and designing the game. I have admiration for that. Okay, pass cards back into play. Then each player puts back into play their character card with their block cards underneath it. So their action deck, and returns their save action deck card behind the save divider. So we've got ones turned up here. Oh, maybe that's been blocked. Yeah, it has. Right, okay. So we have a save action deck. When you save the game, store the cards from your action deck underneath this. So that is my action deck. All right, so this goes back to the save stop. Their discard pile and returns their save discard pile. So I don't think Oh no, this is the discard, is it? No, so I mustn't have had any discards. There. These cards go back in front of themselves, so we'll do this. Oh yes, these are our kind of items. And that's the other cards that we don't need for other characters. So we have a Strange Mark, then we have a Gladius, a Padded Gambeson, because they can go together. And I think these... We'll see. I'll have to check that. Open the threat book where the bookmark is, remove the bookmark, then read the introduction to the scenario, return this. That's all rather neat. So let's continue reading our book. Michael, I was going to ask that question. Citadel versus Vantage. Is this game more mission-based or side quest-based? So at the moment, I feel like we're doing side quests. The mission really is to discover everything on this map, as far as I remember. So I have a couple of things, cards in there that I've discovered, but there's a lot on this map that we've not got anywhere near. So that's kind of the overall mission, I think, as far as I remember. Citadel is a cooperative exploration adventure board game in which you play against the game and try to beat a threat that looms over you. You may take on the challenge alone or in teams of 2, 3, and 4. If you win, if you manage to overcome the threat you choose to face. When this happens, it will be clearly stated in the game. Yeah. So, introduction to Gladius and the Pumpkin. Each player returns all of their cards with the keyword temporary. And I don't think any of these don't have keywords, right? No. And blocked cards, nothing has temporary on it. Okay. Unblock all of their skill cards. So none of those get unblocked, but this energy drain does get unblocked. It goes back into our deck. Shuffle all the cards in their discard pile back into their action deck. So maybe, I've done that already. And each player blocks all of their cards with the keyword companion. And we don't have any. We have one Ratco in here who is already blocked. Okay, so now we read on. Yes, so Michael, I would say, right at this moment, having played, well, I haven't played this in a couple of months, to be fair. But then I haven't played Vantage, but in a couple of months. But my impression at the moment, the way I feel right now, is I would say Citadel. Sometimes with Vantage, I feel like you can feel a bit sort of rudderless, like you don't really know what you're doing. You're just wandering around. And I feel like with this, there's a little bit more directional. So, yeah, I think at the moment, I would say 7th Citadel edges it. Okay. The community has gathered at your request in the centre of the camp. Since their arrival, you have had doubts about Rilda and her henchmen. They wear Kellyan uniforms and carry the standard of the Necro Druid, an orange pumpkin on a black field. But they do not have the characteristic weaponry. You would have expected them to be equipped with the famous torches they give off, that give off an irritating gas when they explode, or with the grenades capable of throwing dreadful cherry pits. I am convinced that Rilda and her henchmen are not what they claim to be. Corelio steps forward. He is as big as a bullock's and as reckless as a fledgling. And what about their banner? It's Dadachaems. She must have given it to them. How else would they be carrying it? They are more like a marauding band than a military unit. Their only aim is to live off the land like common parasites. And what do you intend to do? Attack them? Why not? Answers Leanne, a young woman full of energy. The man sneers. You want to stake our lives on a hunch? You will get us slaughtered. Dadachem will send us one of her creations, and then you'll have your proof. The crowd is getting restless, divided into two camps that are starting to shout at each other. You intervene before Leanne and Corelio can come to blows. Instead of waiting for them to come back and loot our supplies again, I suggest that I go to Dadachaems Citadel to see if they are a threat we can stand up against, or if we are doomed to starve in servitude. That's right, abandon us again and go on an adventure while we slave away to grow food and pay Rilda her tribute. Do you even know where this citadel is? Where the burning bramble wood once stood, according to a survivor of the Waterbank convoy. As you are about to leave the citadel, Walton runs up to you. Not so fast. I've managed to perfect our ground shivers. Take this model. It is more sensitive and will allow you to move without wasting days looking for a safe path. Perhaps someone in the community has information to share about Dadachaems Citadel. If your knowledge score is 5 or higher, read 38. And my knowledge score is 3. So I cannot do that. So our goal, here we go. Primary, find evidence. You must travel to Dadachaems Citadel to find out if Rilda was telling the truth about her collaboration with the Necro Druid, and to determine the extent of the threat she poses. So, preparation. You are at the Citadel. Just wonders, what did I say about where burning bramble wood once stood, according to a survivor at Waterbank Convoy? Okay. For this scenario, your ground shiver is level 5. Check the corresponding box on the community page of the Citadel leaflet. So, it's not 3 anymore. It's 5. Set all life point counters back to 0. Okay, so here we have our life point counter, and then we're going to need Artham. That's Artham. And we will need these dice at some point. So our counter goes back to, oh, gone past it, 0. Love these little counters, actually. Then each character receives the following amount of life points depending on player count. 1 player, we get 55. So we go up to 55 life points. And then each player draws 2 cards from their action deck to form their starting hands. So 1, 2. Each player may unblock some or all of their cards with the keyword companion. Each card unblocked this way, they will lose 2 life points. So we do have Ratco. And Ratco on any action, I've forgotten all the words, effect, for every 2 cards, blue hand cards we have, you choose to discard from your hand. Every 2 cards you have choose to discard from your hand, you get a class icon, a 5th class icon, which, yeah, let's just say fist. And then when I am digging, pull, push, lifting, or convince, negotiating, I can draw 2 less cards. And also I can turn 2 flags into a success. So sure, let's have him. So we will lose 2 life, down to 53. Return all the Hope Reborn cards that are blocked. So we do have a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 99 cards. Remember to look up your side quests, the cards in the world map, and the effects of your built buildings. Oh. We don't have any side quests at the moment. The cards in the world map. So we do have this card here. So it says, you have sent a small group of volunteers to scout the mire, the swamp that lies further south. When you get back to the Citadel, you can learn about what they have found there. During the preparation phase, if you are at the Citadel, flip this and then read the dialogue whose number can be seen in the top left-hand corner of the card. So we are in the preparation phase. So we can do this, flip it over. So we're getting an updated map, basically. Yeah, you can see that. This map is nice, but right, so they've done some scouting. So now we look at 66 in the dialogue book. So 66 says, we reached the mire where the Great Sea has submerged the entire eastern section. A herbalist lives there near the Crossing River estuary. Here's the Crossing River. Herbalist. She gave us a taste of one of her beverages. It stank of carrion, but it revived us. After that, our progress through the swamp was particularly difficult, especially here, where I drew a skull as a warning after Madgia almost drowned in a deep mud puddle. There, where the skull is. Once we passed the Crossing River, the terrain changed, giving way to plateaus overlooking an expanse ravaged by burrowers. Large round plants proliferate here, and the Madgia was feverish for 2 days after scratching herself on one of the prickles. From there we headed east, but quickly turned back as Madgia came close to being hacked to pieces by the tall grasses of the bloody plain. It's been a rough ride. You thank Rayon for the information for his tiring journey. If this is the first time reading this dialogue, +1. Oh, return the dialogue book. So we get +1 on our knowledge. So it's a 4. Okay, let me just look. Old cemetery, herbalist. And this was a difficult place. Okie dokie. So, side quest, the cardinal move-up, and the effects of your built buildings. So our buildings are here somewhere. So the watchtower is during the preparation phase +1. Oops. 2. Where are these? +1 to defense. And then we also have place of worship. During the preparation phase, if you're at the Citadel, take 2 49 cards. Glimmer of Hope. So Glimmer of Hope, at any time you may return 5 Glimmer of Hope cards to take a 99, which is the other card that we just returned, the Hope Reborn. And then we can use these to unblock cards and they get returned. But really, we're trying to keep them. I don't think there's anything else. No. Yeah, I haven't really built very much. But these give us extra things. So when I get the chance, I probably should build some more buildings. Okay. Put a 75 card into play. I'll put it here. I'm going to move all these a little bit away. If Kel's column can be seen on a world map card, no, we don't have Kel's column. You may instead put a 2 through 8 card into play. Each player places their figure on it. So this is the Citadel. And this is where we're starting. Start reading now and place the bookmark here. You may save the game as long as the bookmark is here. When you run low on life points or you think you've reached your goal, go back to the Citadel where you can remove the bookmark and read the epilogue. Okay, so my only problem is that so I think we need to find burning bramblewood. Yes, so we need to go north. If I can show you. So here, where this is the citadel, and we want to go north to the burning bramblewood. So let's see if we can. Yeah, burning bramblewood. And now I need to remember how to play this game. Okay, so as soon as we do this, we fill in cards. Level 1 cards, 1, 2. And we can do a free test here. I'm just going to show you this. Yeah, so we can do a free test here because it would usually cost us 4 cards. We wouldn't have to have any successes. But because our ground shiver level is 5, we get to look here straight away. So we're taking an action here, but we don't have to play any cards. And this says, loud braying sounds cause you to hurry. 2 men are trying to rescue their donkey whose hindquarters have disappeared into a wormhole. The animal is pulling a kind of homemade sled with a lot of wooden planks piled on top. Every time the sled moves, you seem to hear bells ringing. Oh. If you would rather go on your way, discard this, or you can make your way over to help them. I mean, I think I should. So I'm going to do a test, and it is a speak test. And it's 0 cards, 0 results. So we banish this card and read 48. This is no more. It is a banished card. This happens once. And we read 48. 48 says, luck is on our side. Help us get her out of there before she falls into that hole. If we lose her, we're finished. The sled is full of planks and stakes with little bells attached, obviously taken from the singing lane. What are you going to do with all this? What are we going to do with it? Now is not the time. Just give us a hand. You grab the donkey by the harness. So this is a test that we have to do. Or if an involved character has a card with the card weakness, keyword weakness, which we do not. So we have to get 2 successes, and we have no limit on it's 0 and up, so we can draw as many cards as we want. So we need 2. So let's draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to make sure I'm doing it right. Simple actions, resolving an action. Yeah. So we will look at these 3 cards, and we need to get 2 successes. So we've got 2 stars there. So we have, oh, hello everyone. 3 in 3 days. Yes, one last hand. Ah, one last hand. Thank you so much for joining. That's great because now I need to make videos for members. I'm not sure if Michael is still in here actually. Thanks one last hand. I really appreciate it. One last hand is a member, everyone. So we have 2 successes here. So we go back to the dialogue book and we read the success. You pull with all your might, freeing the animal's back legs, and it finally scrambles out of the hole. Read 75. If you are playing the scenario, we can check like a pumpkin sign. And now I've dropped my pencil. Put my pencil back. Don't need it for now. Which we are not. It's a bread sign. 1,000 thanks. With your help, we will be able to continue building a real house. Everyone keeps getting sick in our drafty tent. Take this, you've earned it. The 2 men bid you farewell before leaving, guiding their donkey and its heavy loaded sled. So we get +1 to our influence. Oh, the pencil. So we're up to 4 influence. Thank you. Thank you one last hand. Yeah, so we get 1 influence and we take a 199 and 199 card. Take a 199 and a 99. So 199. Oh, hold on. How many 199s are there? There are a lot. So I'm just going to... Oh God, there are so many 199s. So I'm just going to retcon that because I didn't realize there are lots of these cards. So I'm just going to shuffle them. And this is the card I'm going to have. Hammer, pliers, and awls. Okay. And we get a 99 card, which is Hope Reborn. So, Hope Reborn, anytime you may block this and all your other Hope Reborn cards so that the characters share 10 life points. The fruits of your actions are beginning to be felt in the world. Check, also, this is an action I can take, sorry. Check 1 symbol on the Destiny page of the Citadel leaflet and apply its effect. Block this, slipping it underneath 1 player's character card. I think we can do that at the end. So we have 2 Glimmer of Hopes and a Hope Reborn. And then we have a hammer and pliers. So we'll put that up there. We need to look out, when you reveal a card on which an image resembling a mark can be seen, take a card whose number is equal to the number of your terrain card plus 145 if it's available. Okay, so then this card is replaced by 94. A plank tracks through this desolate territory. Further north, a strange stone slab looms above the dusty ground. So we're going to be going north this time. So we're putting these cards out. Yeah. And then these cards go into my discard pile. But I can... what was the number? No, we don't get to keep any of those cards. Yeah, so they go into our discard. I got one of the wish list games delivered today, but I'm dreading reading the rules. I think it might be the highest weighted game I own on BGG. On Mars. Yes. Haven't played On Mars. But... oh, we should have moved. We didn't move. Oh, we haven't moved yet. Right, so we can move for one. And I get to keep this card. So we move here. I think that's right. I have so forgotten this game. Simple actions, yeah, moving. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. So there are certain things I could do here. I can look at this. I can also go north. And I think I went north before, but now I need to go north. I think I probably stopped because the ground shiver level was too high, but now we're at level 5, which means we can access different areas. This symbol means everyone must do this action, but it costs nothing. We're looking at this thing, and I can't remember exactly what it was, so I'm going to do that again. So we are going to do a free action. And get card 57. So this is a look action. So the slab will probably give you access to an underground area. Unfortunately, you have no idea how to open it. So this is a one-time thing. Perhaps it can only be operated from below, or you have to wait to find out what secrets it holds. If your score is 7 or higher, which your knowledge score, which it's not yet, we're at 4, so knowledge might be something we try and get. Read 18. Then, if you would rather resume your journey, return this. Otherwise, during the draw step of the following action, minus 10 cards for each world card in the world map where a strange lab can be seen, and the involved characters may pay the cost collectively by drawing their respective action decks. Ah, yes, okay. So we have one strange slabs. There are obviously ways of getting around the world quicker, but we don't have access to this yet. So we're not going to do this. We're going to return it. It's like our teleport system, really. Okay, so let's go north. So we have ground shiver level 5, so we can go north for nothing. Okay, a group of white snap-mouthed birds swirl around, screeching and snapping their jaws. Okay, so this is a fight, so I have to do this if I want to move up. Now, the good thing about this is I do have some cards that are fight cards. I have a Gladius, I have a padded Gamson, and I have a Taj. I need to find out if I can stack these like I have. Okay, so I think what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to go through this fight sequence. So the first one we need to draw 2 or more cards, but we can only use 2 cards because of this symbol here, this chain symbol. We can only have 2 cards. And we need 3 successes. But we also have our Gladius, where we can, what does that mean? Jeez. During the results step, the active player may take successes on Y additional revealed into account. Okay, so we can use 1 additional card into account because of using the Gladius. Or if we get the fists, we get an additional result. So basically, before I do this challenge, I have to decide. Now, the other thing about this is that if you see here, if we're successful, we move 2 down, so we would miss this central section out. If we're not, we'll lose 2 life and we'll move down. If we aren't, we'll lose 1 life only. We'll get to keep a card, but we move 1 down. And we have to fail the second one and take more damage, basically. So we want to try and succeed. So you can only have one extra card that you use with one of the compound actions. So I can only use, even though I have these three, I can only use one of them for any one part of the compound actions. I think. No, that's keywords. So only one card with keywords. Actually, this is a weapon, this is torso, this is secondary shield. So I could choose to use these. But I think altogether. But I think what I'm going to do on this first one, because I want to win it, I'm going to pick my gladius to use for this. We have to do it before we do the actual action. And then I'm going to do this action. So we're only going to be able to use 2 of these cards, but my gladius allows me to use an extra one. So we're going to use 3. We need 3 successes. So I think I'm going to draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got that. And we've also got a fist here, so we could have got the extra one from that. And we've got another one anyway. So we have that. So that is a success. So it means we take 2 damage. Unfortunately, I don't have any shields, but I've got a lot of life at the moment. So we will go down to 51. And then the dice moves down to the bottom. So I cannot keep any of those cards. So now we're on this bottom one, so we're going to do this. So we are drawing 5 cards, and we just need 1 success. Oh, also, I should say, so the gladius says, selected. If the action fails, roll the die. If you roll a 1, the blade breaks. Return this. We didn't fail, so we keep it. Now, we're just going to take 1 damage here. So I am going to use my gladius. Sorry, use my padded gambeson this time. So if any 2 symbols I can use to turn into 1 shield twice. And I do have symbols on my cards that I have in my hand. But also, I could use this to reduce the number of cards that I need to draw down to 2. We have fortitude as well. 1 involved character may apply any symbol or ignore X discards, discard this. Or self-sacrifice, discard 2 and get to keep 1 card. We just need 1 success, so I'm feeling like maybe we'll use save your energy. Let me just check again that I'm doing this properly. I'm just checking cards in hand. Yeah, so I'm going to apply Save Your Energy. So that will get discarded. So I'm drawing three less cards. So I'm only drawing 2. And we have 2 successes. And then I'm also going to use self-sacrifice for those 2 symbols to get 1 shield. So I don't take the damage. I take a 5 card and we discard this. We get food. So 1 involved character may add 5 cards back to the deck. Return this. So we don't take that damage and we have finished that task. So this goes into the past. And we have our past little deck of cards up here. Dadachaems, during the consequence step, roll a die. If you roll a 1, return this. We rolled a 5, so we don't lose that. That was the card we should have. So now we're going to go to 86. 86 says, I think we'll just, move this a little bit. So 86 says, oh, yeah, do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen On Mars being played. But I hear it's a really good game. And it looks great. I don't know if I've ever seen it like out sort of on the table, but I've seen the game box so many times. Can you play it solo on Mars? Oh, love and cheap. Okay, 86. A mountain rises to the west of a wide crevasse. It is the first of an impassable chain, the name of which escapes you. Boulders the size of houses have broken from its slopes and tumbled down. You distinguish a cave in the rocky face. Oh, we're going to have to go through that cave, I think. So we've got a level 3 fog card. So we are going to move. So that a move is 1, and we can keep it as well. During the consequence step, shuffle 1 blue card you have revealed back into your action deck instead of discarding it. Discard this. Sure, we'll keep that. I think the hand is 5. Your skill cards help you when you perform actions. They exist in 3 types: characters, advanced, and reflex. Most of the skills on the play imply discarding them or blocking them. When this is not the case, the effect applies as long as you have them in hand. And that's all I stated. Your maximum number of skill cards you may have in hand is shown on your character card and depend on player count. Oh, right, okay, 4. There you go. I also have a 10 weight limit. I'm on 4, 5, 6, 7 at the moment. You may take an white action visible on one of your cards. When you are the active player, you may use some or effects shown on your cards you have in hand, provided the brown condition associated with the effects matches the action being performed. You may discard cards from your hand into your discard pile at any time. You may not give any of your cards to another player. Yes. It's lovely reading the rules, isn't it? Wonderful. So I've moved. Okay, let's have a little look in this cave because I want to go north. And I think that's the way I've got to go. As I go around this crevasse. I don't know. Let's have a look at this cave. So we don't need any successes, but it costs 2. And it's a travel action. So we have 2 cards, they get discarded, and we look at 138. And this says, you carefully climb without much difficulty to the cave leading into the side of the mountain. The silence here is disturbed only by dripping from a stalactite. So we put this here. You feel safe and sound here, up here in this cool place, away from the dangers that lurk below. So this gives us an action that gets us a success. If you want to take the following action, you must return 2 cards with the keyword blessing or 2 glimmer of hope cards. And this is a rest action. Take 1/5/2 card. If a discouragement card is in play, return it. Okay, so that's not needed at the moment. So I'm going to look at this as well, which is a look. And again, it's 2 cards. And we don't need any successes. And we look at 1 for 1. A crevasse around 30 paces wide leads deep into the bowels of the collapsing lands. You walk along it for a long time in search of a way through. Okay. At the narrowest point of the crevasse, you spot a team of workers finishing the deck of a wooden bridge. Another is putting up a building. Construction materials, tree trunks, and ropes are stored nearby. An elderly man is giving instructions. Okay, so we have something to read here. 54. It doesn't cost us anything and has no successes attached to it. So 54. Bit of text here. Standing on huge stilts, an old man dressed in rich clothes yells into a megaphone. Further to the left, you donkey. That's better. You people over there, grab that rope and support Theobald. The man swimming in a faded doublet comes towards you in a few long strokes. Ah, you're just in time. This bunch of misfits is going to drive me crazy. A little help would not be denied, but I see you're hesitant. Who is this scoundrel that you come to bother us? You must be asking yourself, well, you should know that I am Berold Soberpout of Allenrock, former master of the Plans and Mechanisms Guild of Valengard. I participated in the restoration of our late city's alembic when I was not yet 20 cycles old. I still have some pleasant memories of that time. He begins to chuckle, fingering his beard, his eyes lost in the distance before suddenly exclaiming, Ah, yes, my project. Can you guess why I'm wearing these stilts? For the same reason I'm having my palace built above the void, to escape the burrowers. They will be back one day, make no mistake. This lull won't last forever. He looks over your head to toe. He looks over you head to toe before resuming. Will you lend us a hand? A few days at the most. The bridge would allow you to reach the opposite side without having to go around the crevasse. If you have the Alembic of Valengard card, read 190. Well, no, I don't have that. I don't have that. If you wish to help this eccentric individual build his parish, take a 164 card and return the dialogue book. Otherwise, return the dialogue book. I mean, I could. I think we're going to have to go around this way. Let's see. 164. Why not? A quick inspection of the site gives you an idea of the... What? $54.90 rice. Thank you, Gabrielle Mallet. Oh, look, one last hand says, hope the recovery is going well. I think he's feeling a little bit better today. Michael, why did you retract? Okay. There is still, a quick inspection of the site gives you an idea of the scope of the task. There is still so much to do. Building a bridge palace. So this becomes one of my cards that I have. So I will be putting it over here. You can assist Berold Sobersprout of Allenrock and his group in the construction of a bridge palace to cross the crevasse located north of the citadel. To do this, you will have to return to the citadel to give instructions for the community to leave the vegetable gardens and go to the construction site. Okay. During the preparation phase, if you're at the citadel and your production score is 10 or higher, which is not yet, you can send a team to help complete the construction of the bridge palace. Banish a green 1/1 card from the adventure deck without revealing it. If you do 1 influence and take a 99 card, then banish this. Okay, so this is something that we cannot do now. If we had enough, we could go back and start again the preparation phase. But that is not going to happen now. Yes, he's feeling a bit better today. Bit of a way to go. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have to go this way. Which means this is level 5, so we can go this way now. So it doesn't cost us anything. We will flip this card. This is a one-time event card as well. About 100 paces away, an individual waves at you. If you would rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, oh, let's do it. So it's a mandatory action now that we've decided to do it, which is that red squiggly thing around the edge. And then we have to use one card, but we don't need any successes. And we discard, if your ground shiver is level 7 or higher, discard this and read 519. Otherwise, discard this and read 538. So we're only at 5. So we read 538. So this gets discarded. 538. Wow, that's high. There's some berries on this. Oh. Oh, dialogue 538. Silly me. I can say there isn't a 538 card. 538. A link told me that a famous minstrel is organising a big party in town for her wedding. I'm heading there and I'm looking for something special to give to the bride and groom. Roll a die to learn what object he is looking for. If you have a corresponding card, you may discard it to take 149 card, 199 card, and get 1 influence. That's so cute. Okay, so let's roll a die. And we rolled a 5, and that is Gambler's Boon or Cooking Pot. Oh, I think I had a cooking pot. Oh, Gladius was 1. Gambler's Boon or Cooking Pots. No, I don't have one of those. Okay, well, we didn't get that. So we get card 161. Oh. So 161, a wide crevasse prevents you from continuing north. You squint to protect your eyes from the sandy soil being whipped up by the wind. Okay. How are we going to get around? We need to get sort of over here. I mean, on the map, yeah, Bramblewood is sort of, so we'd have to go around this crevasse and get up to burning Bramblewood. Okay, well, I will move, so that's 1 discard of a card to go here. Let's look at this card. Doesn't seem to be anything on it, but we will investigate. We will look at the crevasse for 1 card, and it's 186. And this says, you lean cautiously over the edge of the crevasse. On a ledge below, you see the debris of a cart next to the carcass of a bullock's. The rest of the team must have fallen into the depths. So this goes here. With no real rough patches or crevices, the wall offers very few handholds. So this is a climbing action. And you can just see that, can't you? So we could do it. It's not mandatory. We would draw 3 cards, but we could only, well, draw 3 or more cards, but we can only use the results of 3 cards for successes, and we need to get 7. So we would need something that helps us with that. So something, you know, tools or something. We don't have anything, unfortunately. So we're not going to do that. So it looks like we're going to have to go round this crevasse, which is like a long way round. We can't go this way. I think that would take us too long. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have to go down. So we will head south. And we can go here fine. So, ooh, it's an ambush. The mouth of a watcher is visible in the ground. You notice the burrower just in time, but it springs from its hole to grab you. So this is an ambush. So we put the dice on. And we can only use 1 result, and we need to get 1 success. If we are successful, we get to keep that one of the cards. If we're not, we lose 2 life and keep 1 of the cards. And then on the second part of this, also we're going to use only 2 cards, and we need 3 results. And we'll just discard this if we're successful. So 1 card and 1 result. So I think I'm not sure. Just going to check. So I'm going to use my Gladius. So I can use 2 cards. So I'm just going to draw 2 cards. So we've got these 2 cards and we've got the 1 success. So that is successful. We can keep one of these cards. We have Vigilance, which with one symbol gives us a shield. Or we have Intuition. Look at the top 3 cards of your action deck, then put them back in the same order. Discard this. I think that's Vigilance is probably more useful. So we move down. So now we need to... Oh, and Gladius, I should say. We were successful, so we keep Gladius. And then I will use Gladius again. And, oh, you can't really see this properly, so sorry. Do that. We'll use Gladius again. So we can use 3 cards. So we will draw. I want to draw 4. So I'm just going to use a recovery action, which I can do at any time. So I'm going to lose 5 health. So we go down to 46. And that makes me able to put 10 of my discards randomly back into my deck. I'm just going to shuffle these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These get shuffled back in. So I'm going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can use 3 of these and we have to get a 3 result. Okay, so we can use 3. So I can't do that. 1, 2, but I can use this as my Gladius to get... yes, I can, because I can use 2 cards. I have to use 2, so I'm not using this. I'm going to use this instead. And I'm using that to get the extra results with my Gladius. So we have the 3 successes. We are successful. So that is done, and this just gets discarded. So these 4 cards, sorry, are also put into our discard pile. So now we're going to look at 90. And this is different this time because in the... Well, I think it was different. So the ravages of the burrowers have devastated the landscape. The once green and hilly region is now a wasteland traversed by a path of broken planks. The Great Sea has taken the opportunity to spread out on all sides, pushing its northwestern shoreline all the way here. So this goes down, and we put another level 1 here. So we have to move So we will move one. And then I want to move straight onto here. So it has to be ground shiver 3, which we have 5. So we can look here. And this says, a young man is sitting on the front of a pile of kindling that he has not managed to light. I go back to my people in Kel. Life in the wild is not for me. I don't know anything about mushrooms. I'm too clumsy to hunt, and the other day a shrub nearly stole my shoes. Do you have anything to eat by chance? I have something I could trade. If you would rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, you snatch his satchel before running away. Or, if you want to take the following action, one involved character must return one card with the keyword provisions. I do have provisions. I could steal his things. I mean, he is really clumsy. Shall I just be naughty? What do you think? I don't know. I think I'm going to be naughty and steal his satchel. Just see. So this is take action. I guess, yeah, take. So it's one card, but I don't have to have any successes. You snatch his satchel before running away. Take 2 149 cards. So, oh, I've done it again. So I'm just going to take the front 2 149 cards. So we get a spool of thread and a spool of thread. Great. And a 131 card, which will probably be bad, right? You've committed one or even several reprehensible acts and the word is beginning to spread. Bad reputation. If your influence score is 3 or higher, you may apply the following effect: -3 influence and return this. Well, I wish I hadn't done that now. I feel really bad. So that is done. 190. And I just got thread. $119. To the north, a wooden building overlooked the strata of cracked earth that rise up from the sea. I go right round. This was where I got to last time to complete. Last time or the time before? So I will travel. Oh, and we should put one of those cards out. I think I can rest at that place. But I think I'm just going to keep going. So I am level 5, so I can look at this. You spot a promontory which should offer an excellent view of the surrounding area. So we can do a compass action, which is find my bearings. Oh, interesting. So we can do a 2. Oh no. If involved character has a card with the keyword weakness, which I don't, we would have to draw 4 cards, but we just only have to draw 2. I don't have anything that is going to help me with that. But let's do it. I need 2 successes. So I think I'll draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I've got loads of successes. Yeah, 3 successes. Once at the top, you spot a route that could save you time. Keep 2 cards, and each involved character may move their figure to another terrain card that is connected to your terrain card by an unitary series of terrain cards. Then you may discard a face down or face up exploration card adjacent to the terrain card where you are and replace it with an adventure card that belongs there. I don't want to do that. So we can keep 2 of these. I'm going to keep this one. Those 2 can go back. Protective sphere. So that gets discarded, and we put down 1, 2, 8. There was nowhere where I wanted to go. This is the way I want to go. So this says, at the bottom of the steep hills, a path goes down to a rocky scree that obstructs the passage. Oh my god. Gotta go even further. So I've got to put level 2 and then level 3. And we want to move. We can't go north here, which is crazy. How far around are we going to have to go? Let's look here. So this is 140. The rock of this region is excellent quality, high prized by stonecutters, and ideal for construction. And it goes here. In addition to being useful for construction, the rocks offer many hiding places. So yeah, so what I'd kind of forgotten is that these, if we did tests like this here, this would contribute automatically. So it would be basically a good spot to like hide or climb or be secret. When you check a symbol in the Destiny page of the Citadel leaflet, if the Rockery Gorge can be seen on the map, check 1 additional box in the buildings page of the Citadel, then discard this. Okay. So I think I'm going to move on to this one. So it costs 1 to travel. And then we have 1 thing here. So this says, a young woman with flame red hair sits on the floor with her back to you. No sooner do you move to greet her than she whispers through her teeth, "Not another step or I'm done for." You spot a venomous snake crawling up her leg. If you would rather go on your way, banish this. Otherwise, you must take one of the following actions. You cannot take the aim action unless you select a card with the keyword projectile. which I don't have. And I do not have anything the only thing I have is improvise, which would make this 2 cards to get 3 successes, which is impossible, I think. So I cannot help her. Unfortunately, I just can't succeed at this. So this will get banished. Sorry, can't help you. 79. Bye. See you later. Terrible. Okay, so we're moving on again. No, actually, I'll just show you this one. The numerous stumps that litter the surroundings testify to logging work that has been done here. Further north, a bridge spans a wide crevasse. Here we go. We're nearly off the flipping side of the table. I'm going to have to move things. Okay, so the level 2 goes there. We're putting a level 1 there. She's literally off the side. Oh, hello everyone. There you go. Literally off the side. And this one is a level 5, which will be far too high for her. Oh, it's only level. Ground shiver level is 5 or higher, so we could go that one. So I'm going to move. I don't think I've been here before. I'm going to move, which is our last card. Move here. Let me see. That's no snake. Way. You know what? I think I might stop here and think about this. Maybe I'll just keep going a little longer. Okay, so we have stuff to look at. Are there any numbers on here? This card is bad terrain, so we have to add another card when we're walking from here. So it will cost us. It will cost us an extra card to move. Oh, it probably actually was to move in here, right? No, out of there, because it's on that card. So we're going to go north because we want to go up here somewhere. So we're going to flip this. You have a sudden intuition and feverishly inspect your belongings. Your suspicions are confirmed. Something is missing. During the following action, the active player who is whoever revealed this. If you are confused, the action fails. I'm not confused. So this is I think compose yourself action. So we can draw as many cards as we want, and we have to get 2 successes. I don't have anything that will help me. It's a mandatory action. So I have to do it. I don't have any cards. I can use food. So I'm going to use some life. So I'm going to, well, let's go down to 40. So we will get 12 cards back. I am going to have to stop playing this and not finish tonight because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Got things to do. People to see. Not people to see, actually. Just things to do. Food to eat. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Okay, so we need 2 successes. So I think reasonably 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, and we have 2 successes. You think back to that shrub you passed a few moments ago. As you stride towards it, you see it come to life and throw something to the ground. You pick up your belongings and tear off a leaf in retaliation. So we get to keep one of these cards if we want. Ready for anything. Ready for anything. Get rid of Fortitude. Those cards go to discard. Oh. Keep Fortitude. And take a 150 card. There's only 150. Oh, you are focused. With your senses on alert, you are ready for any eventuality. At any time, you may choose to return this. At any time, you may choose to return this to return you are confused card. Also, it has an action. Choose one card in the discard pile and/or your action deck and add it to your hand. Return this. It's a blessing. We have a bad reputation, and we have blessings. Feels a bit off-centered, doesn't it? A bit squiggly. It's a bit better. Okay. So that's done. That goes to the past. And we look at card 178. I swear, if we don't start turning. Okay. 178. In the distance, you can see a wide crevasse that a bridge crosses at its narrowest point. At each end, 2 sturdy trunks strengthened by necro-druidic magic have enabled it to withstand until today. Oh my god. So we have to do a walk action. For 2, we don't need any successes. I need to do an extra one because of the symbol on the card. And we can get one of those, but I'm not going to take one of them. And put a 279 or 79 card into play in the space shown, unless it is already there. Discarding any exploration card revealed or not occupying that space beforehand. Each involved character moves their figure onto that terrain card. So we get a 279. I think I've touched these cards before. And this says, a bridge spans a wide crevasse to the south. A small community has settled near the Singing Lane. Okay, so running out of room. So this goes here. There's the 3 that goes above. Running out of room. And then there's also a 3 that goes to the side. So we jump over there immediately. And I do think I'm going to stop here because I'm not going to get to the end today. I've just been taking my time and relearning the game, so that's all cool. But I will probably play this later on tomorrow. I am playing well, I can swap around my schedule. You don't need to know that. But anyway, I'm going to stop here for now as we're getting to 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. I will complete this. I am enjoying it. It's just, it's taking me longer to play because I'm having to work out a lot of things. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for being a member. Thanks for the tips and things. And I will see you next time. And have a lovely day. Okay, bye.